Very much. Welcome back to the news. So fundamental.
Well, because in Europe we've never heard these sort of words spoken after the alliance was created. So clearly this is really shocking to many of those who wish to join this alliance, because we did not have this opportunity to do that when it was created. And by joining it, we believe that it's fundamental. It's ironclad, that nothing can fracture it, nothing can break it. So listening to those words, it really, in many cases, for the people, on Eastern flank, this is even emotional, I would say. The change or an end.
Alliance, quote, vital. Do you just not think that that is the U.S. policy anymore?
The question is that in the face of biggest geopolitical calamity in the continent, since the Second World War, people might start doubting whether the alliance still works as it has, as we've set out for it to work, or as we planned for it to work. So this is the biggest change. We have war just a couple hundred kilometers from where I sit, and it's if there's anything that I would like to do is to reassure people of Lithuania that that US has our back, that NATO is strong, and nothing has changed.
How?
Well, look, I mean, I've heard ministers and the European leaders asking United States not to forget Europe, invite us to the table, and for me, it just sounds sad. We shouldn't be asking this, right? We are a continent of 450 million people, enormous economy, enormous economical power and financial power. Clearly, just we've been asleep for a very long time. And if there is a time to wake up, so it is now. We wake up, we start financing our defense, where we can start financing Ukraine, and then we build a table. We support Ukraine, but we would say that, look, yeah, the times, might change, the alliances change, but, we have your back. And, I have full confidence that Europe is able to say that. The only thing that is lacking, or could be lacking,
different than these previous attempts.
Indeed, it is one of the last calls, to wake up. If this doesn't wake up, well, somebody might declare that the patient is actually dead. One has to be worthy for its own freedom. So it is indeed a very dark, potentially a very dark hour for Europe, because the consequences of us sleeping through what is happening now could be detrimental. Clearly, in Munich, it was seen that that China is very much interested in everything that's happening in Europe. But now, seeing how many meetings did Minister of Foreign Affairs of Public PRC had with European leaders, had with institutions, some of the countries were waiting for years to meet the Chinese leadership, and suddenly, just during this Munich, they got this possibility. I wonder why? Because they see the fractures in transatlantic union, and they want to drive the wedge even further, and they can emerge an actual winner from this war. So the West, EU, United States, might lose the war, not just to Putin, but also to